Hello everyone, and welcome back to Steel Force Welding and Forge. Today, my friends, I am going to be doing an unboxing and setup video for the Yukon 46-inch 9-drawer mobile tool cabinet. Okay, before we get started with the unboxing, I just want to say thank you to my family for purchasing me this new stand and lighting. As you can tell, maybe I'm lit a little bit better. I'm trying to increase the quality of my videos for my viewers and help increase my subscription base and all that good stuff. So the main reason I'm buying this guy is, as you can see, I have a lot of my tools out here on a pegboard. I also have more on a pegboard over here you can't see. I spend a lot of time walking back and forth to get those tools, and that seriously decreases my productivity. So I want to be able to have all my tools in one spot. So the plan is I'm going to be moving these cabinets down here, which are filled, frankly, with a bunch of junk and just tools that are just unorganized that I don't use very often, as well as this rivet forge and a bunch of other scrap steel I had down here, moving all this stuff out, putting this guy under here, and if I have to, taking these drawers out. So let's go ahead and unbox this cabinet and get everything set up. Unfortunately, you guys missed a little bit of the unboxing. My camera acted a little bit goofy and just stopped recording. So, long story short, they packed this thing very well. Lots of spacers, dividers. This thing does not bang around in here. And it looks like it is completely undamaged, which is great. I'm going to go ahead and turn it around because this is going to be going straight back. And I don't have to turn it around once it's out of the box. I would definitely recommend having a buddy to help move this thing around. It is heavy. There we go. Ooh, that blue is pretty. I gotta say, they packed that in there really makes, the way they packed it in there really makes it easy to take out. I like that. So this can also be used as a workbench. I'm not going to be using it as a workbench because, again, I'm just going to be shoving it under my current workbench. Instructions, keys. Now this also comes with casters, but I'm not going to be putting the casters on here. If I do, I won't be able to fit it under my current workbench. Now, the plan down the road is I'm going to be building a solid steel workbench with a 1/4-inch solid steel top and bolting it to the ground with concrete anchors. That way, I can really kind of crank down on a vise that I'll have attached to my workbench as well. So that's the long-term plan. Go and throw these over here. Let's take a quick look at this guy. Very nice. Well, it looks like they locked the cabinet. That way it doesn't open during shipping, and that's actually a very smart decision. I can see these drawers opening and causing a lot of problems. Let's go to unlock. There we go, nice and smooth. And it looks like this also comes with padding for tools, so that's really nice. Big plus. Looks like these are the casters down in here, as well as a handle for a tool chest. I'll probably go ahead and put that handle on. Take this out. I've seen many toolboxes in my day, and I gotta tell you, for a Harbor Freight cheapo toolbox, I like this one. Pretty sturdy. It is not scratched at all. There is virtually no damage. Okay, I think I'm gonna take this out the rest of the way, move all that garbage that's over in there right now out of the way, then put this guy in, and we'll pick the video up from there once I have a few tools put inside. Amaze me how much junk you forget you have. You start cleaning out your shop. Huh, no. Look at that. It's a hatchet I had when I was probably 12 years old. These things I've had probably since the year 2000. Mostly just keep junk in here, future projects. I was hoping I could keep these drawers, but they're going to have to go after all. I forgot they sit on a bracket, and that bracket sits lower than the toolbox, so these are going to have to come down. Oh well. It's one of the reasons why I bought this thing was to get rid of the electronics and hardware storage I have up here. Again, the plan is going to be to get a new solid steel workbench, and I'll probably build myself, to replace this wooden one. Even though I'm not going to be putting them on, I thought I'd show these casters that come with this guy. These things are big, beefy, built to the right size. And the swivel ones lock, and the two other ones you put on are fixed casters. So good job there on Harbor Freight. Those are some nice casters. Even though I don't really need to put it on, I'm going to go ahead and put this handle on. It's going to be one less thing for me to lose. When you open your box with your parts, with your casters, it'll have a red baggie inside. That is for the bolts for the handle. There are 10mm bolts, 4 of them. And I like how they have these inserts in here so you don't have to worry about trying to bolt it from the other side, because that would be a nightmare. You'd have to take all the drawers out, bolt them on. So we'll go ahead and put this on really quick. You know, what kind of amazes me about toolboxes, that even though you want them to stay nice and pretty, and you're so careful when you're setting them up, you know darn well you're going to scratch them in the future. It's that weird, new tool mindset. You just want to keep everything pretty. All right, let's go ahead and put her where she needs to go. All right, as you can see, we got everything in, and I gotta say, it's a really nice fit. It does look like that this sits somewhat forward. I can see that being a problem once I put tools in here. I'll probably have to shim this thing up so that it sits fairly level. Let's use some probably metal or wooden shims. All right, let's go ahead and fill her up with some tools and all my crap and line all the boxes and see how she looks. That is just off of one of the lines, so we're not perfectly level, but we're pretty close. Looks like those don't want to come out anymore, so I think we're good right there. Okay, the new toolbox is all loaded up. As you can see, all the tools that were on this pegboard are now gone, and that pegboard was absolutely packed. There was no free room on it at all. So I did have to remove the 2 drawers that were underneath the toolbox or the workbench, and all of that material went into this top drawer here. So this is where I keep all of my hardware, nuts, bolts, screws, as well as marking utensils, hinges, all that good stuff. Here I have all my welding supplies, some of my wrenches, riveter, cutting tools, most of my hammers, spare stove parts. Don't know if on this side, pliers, shears, locking pliers. These are all my electronic tools and parts. Cutting saws, miscellaneous, just large wrenches and tools. And down here, all my sandpaper and wire brushes. So I managed to get rid of everything that was in these cabinets here, except for this bottom drawer down here. Call that my junk drawer. So I keep all my spare parts and just junk that I may use for something later on. Gonna have to still find a spot for that. But so far, that looks so much more professional than before. Okay, so halfway through my review of the Yukon 42-inch 9-drawer tool chest, I remembered that while I was at Harbor Freight, I saw a tool cabinet made by Yukon as well. And they are currently having a sale at Harbor Freight. And I remember looking at that cabinet and saying, ooh, you know, that looks pretty nice, you know. Because I have, if you can kind of see in the background, that teal colored cart. I have my router table on that. That's what I use for routing the handles on my rocket stoves. And, you know, that thing's okay, but I made it when I didn't have a lot of tools, so it's kind of rickety, not very nice. And I thought, you know, it'd be kind of nice to take that router table and put it on top of one of these guys. as well as my portaband saw. I'll have a lot more room on my workbench. And so I called up Harbor Freight. I was like, oh, let's see if they have them in stock. Turns out they did. They're $50 less, $350. They're currently on sale for 10% off. So I got this guy for $315. So this guy is almost identical to the 9-drawer the 9-drawer tool cabinet, except that this drawer here is a little bit deeper. But look inside this cabinet. It's great. So it comes with pegboards on both sides of the doors, as well as 2 pairs of these tool trays, and 2 shelves in here. And these shelves are adjustable. I'm sorry, 4 shelves, because these cabinets are separated. But look at all that room. So much room in there. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this guy up with tools, and I'll probably be able to get rid of not only that teal cart, but I'll also probably be able to get rid of my smaller tool cart that I have to move around when I'm moving tools around my shop. So really pumped about these 2 guys. All right, so here's the setup. Have my portaband right there, mounted down. My router table, not mounted down yet. I don't have the right hardware. Look inside this drawer. Everything is really spread out. I still have a lot of room. Chisels, clamps, accessories for the routing table. I'm probably going to just put back in that cabinet. Guillotine tool, PPE. Look down in here. Shop towels. There's a bunch of other stuff in here. Hot plates. Probably I'm going to take all of my grinding tools, discs, grinding wheels, all that, put those on here. This side, I have all my accessories for my welders up there, all of my rags, more tools down there. This is still empty, and not only did I empty out everything that was in this old crappy cart, but now I still have a whole lot of room, and look how much nicer that is. So yeah, I'm a really happy man. So there you go, folks. There's the Yukon 42-inch 9-drawer tool cabinet and the Yukon 42-inch mobile workbench. Gotta say, I'm really kind of surprised at how much I like these guys. I'm very happy that I made this investment. These drawers are nice and smooth. Cabinet doors, nice and smooth. They have little spring locks built in so they stay closed. Everything locks. I got a ton more storage space. All of those old crappy plastic cabinets are gone. I got rid of that ugly teal mobile base, and I also got rid of another cart. So I've got a lot more room in my shop. Everything looks a lot more professional. I am so happy. I highly recommend these guys. If you want, run out to Harbor Freight and get yourself a pair. I would wait for them to go on sale. While $400 for this guy and $350 for this guy isn't that big of an investment, usually you can find them for sale for 10% off around the holidays, sometimes even 15%. And every now and then there's that good old 20% off Harbor Freight coupon. It's kind of hard to find, but sometimes that pops up once a year. All right, guys, so please, before you go, hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. Please leave me a comment if you have any questions or if you liked what you saw today. We're starting to climb that 300 mark to 300 subscribers. So thank you everyone who has subscribed to my channel, and welcome to all the new people. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Work hard and stay humble.